welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be attempting another rock crawling challenge where I have to build a rock crawler capable of traversing this entire course around me. It even goes into different biomes. We got a desert biome for the ending over there. And I did one last week, and it was pretty difficult. This one seems like it was very heavily inspired by that, or the other way around. I don't actually know which one was uploaded first. Actually, this one was uploaded like last week, so yeah, I think this one was inspired by the previous one. But this one was built by Prestificate. And by the looks of it, the course is a little bit thinner than the previous one. So whatever I'm gonna build this time probably has to have a much smaller wheelbase. Like, especially like, look at this area right here. So this is, how many blocks is this? These are, I think, 2 blocks worth. Yeah, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So pretty much don't build something wider than 12 blocks wide. But the other interesting thing about this course is there's actually 2 courses. There's the easy course, and then there's the hard course. Well, I guess I should say there's the hard course and the harder course, because this easy course does not look easy. So this really, really long one that goes out into the desert is apparently the easier course. And then this short one over here, I guess, is the much harder course. So I figured let's try the easy course first and see how easy that is, and then maybe if I'm feeling up to it, if I feel like my vehicle is capable, maybe I'll try this hard course. Let's take a brief preview just to see what this course even looks like. Oh man, look at this. This is like trying to push you off the cliff here, and then we got to go pretty much like almost vertical. All right. Oh, I got to the top and I accidentally finished. All right, back to the beginning. So this is the garage, and much like the previous rock crawler course, we've got a whole organized chest full of all the parts that we're going to need. And this course does come with its own pre-built vehicle right here. But I'm ScrapMan, I'm gonna build my own vehicle. All right, I think I've got pretty much everything I'm going to need. And also, we have an overview of what the entire course looks like, which is a pretty nice bird's eye view here. So for this one, I think I'm gonna try to go with obviously I have to go with a much smaller wheelbase than the previous challenge that I did. If you haven't seen that one, I'll leave a link down in the description. You can check it out after this video. But I'm thinking if I'm mostly wheels and I just have a really low center of mass, I might be able to pull some of this off, but I also need the ground clearance as well. Now, in the last challenge, I did end up doing an optional rear wheel steering. I don't think it's gonna be as necessary in this one. This one seems a lot less balance beam based and a lot more just getting over rocky terrain. So I think just standard 4-wheel steering is going to be acceptable. So how wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think like, can I pull off 10 blocks wide? Well, how wide is this one? I'll use this as a reference. Wait, really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 10 blocks wide total? Yeah, this is 10 blocks wide as well. And I'm realizing if I want rear wheel steering, this is not gonna work. I need to add steering to these wheels. All right, the tough thing about adding suspension is to always add so much of a vertical. Ooh, what if I do a fancy suspension where the suspension's actually horizontal? Because the suspension doing it like this, in order to add steering on top of suspension, it adds so much of a vertical dimension to your vehicle, and you do not want to be top heavy as a rock crawler. All right, I have no idea if this is even gonna work, but I just tried to spend an unreasonable amount of time figuring out something similar to like a push rod suspension, and these need to be separated up here. Oh, and these are not symmetrical, dang it. Why did I end up sticking this one out farther? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this has a center point. I didn't want this to have a center point. All right, well, anyway, let's just see if proof of concept is even here. Oh yeah, look at that. That is kind of working. And as I increase the suspension, it should increase the stiffness. So now that wheel should be able to go up independently of the other wheel. Oh no, look how long this is ending up to be though. I don't want this to be very long. Look how short the wheelbase is on this thing. What if it just doesn't even end up working in the first place? That would be so terrible. Like, I spent all this time on this fancy suspension system and it just doesn't work. All right, so I managed to rework it. So I moved the wheel back a couple blocks. You can see this is the original wheel location and this is the new wheel location. And I did notice one downside of this type of suspension method is that the steering axis also ends up, that plane also ends up angling with the wheel itself. But I don't think it's gonna be too big of an issue. But it's working so far. It's definitely working. All right, and here it is. and it's looking good so far. Obviously we can make it a little bit stronger, but I need to add more weight, and I am a little bit concerned about ground clearance in the middle, but I definitely want to add more weight, especially in the front and the back by the axles themselves, as long as I don't interfere with the suspension. I don't have an engine on this thing. I'll put an engine in the back. All right, there we go. Let's hook up our electric engine and do a little bit of a test drive to see what this thing feels like right now. They feel like they're rubbing a little bit. Does it look like they're rubbing a little bit? I don't know. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're actually fine and it just looks weird. All right, so I gave the rear suspension 1 strength higher than the front suspension, and I think I'm gonna go with this speed. So let's try the easy course with what I've got right now and just see how this functions. The design of this kind of feels like a tractor to me. All right, here we go. The challenge has started. We are on the main course now, and yeah, I'm really not feeling good about my ground clearance. I need to raise my center somehow. Okay, here we go. All right, this part doesn't feel too bad so far. All right, this part's already starting to feel pretty bad. Man, I feel like I spent all this time on this weird suspension and it's not even gonna be worth it. Okay. Why am I like sliding like that? I'm sliding in a really weird way. Okay, come on. Did I make myself too heavy? I feel like I wanna be heavy for grip. But this is not working at all right now. This is really bad, actually. I'm falling off. I'm gonna fail. I'm failing. I'm failing so hard right now. No. Oh, I have a suspension glitch on this thing, I think. This is the first turn. I can't even do the first turn. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, there's the first turn, and I'm bottoming out. All right, that is an issue. I'm wondering if I can move my entire center section up without sacrificing any other part of my build. But I think I can still make it over this. There we go. All right, let's just see let's just see as much of this course as I can. Look how small these sections are. And I guess I can use that wall there. Yeah, this vehicle is way too big. I have to make this turn? No. All right, modifications need to be made. This is turning out to be a harder course. The easy course is turning out to be harder than I anticipated. See, now the unfortunate thing is I can't even save my original creation because in challenge mode, you cannot save blueprints. So if I mess these modifications up and break my creation, that's pretty much it for me. I think that's all one piece. So I think now I can just get rid of this section. Please don't break. It broke. Why did it break? It's not attached up in the front, that's why. I need an attachment point to the seat right there. I think that actually solved it. Okay, that looks good. But I have to reconnect the engine and the steering. All right, now I can get rid of that. And now we have this big gap in the middle that I'm hoping will help us get over some of those terrain issues. All right, so I found the problem. My turning is just terrible. Even when I increase the steering angle, like there's sliding happening. And that is not good. And I don't know what's causing the sliding. How does this one function? See, look at that. That looks amazing right there. There's no sliding with that. Am I just still too long? I'm like 1 block longer as far as my wheelbase goes. And my width, I believe, is identical. My turning just doesn't work nearly as well. All right, well, I tried to fix the problem and I can't. I think I just tried to be too fancy and I'm paying the price. I'm paying the price for trying to reinvent the wheel, or rather reinvent the suspension when we have simple enough suspension. Because yeah, just look at this. Look at this. This is just inefficient turning. I think my suspension is just getting in the way of my own wheels, and it's just not letting me turn efficiently, because that compared to this, like this thing just turns on a dime. And I think that's what I'm gonna have to do, is I'm gonna have to be able to turn on a dime like this thing. So back to the drawing board. This time I'm gonna use the exact same type of suspension I was originally going to do, but didn't want to because of how high it makes the vehicle. But I can always lower some of the mass in the middle here, just like this, but I don't want to do it too much because I still need that ground clearance. All right, so now before I go, Before I get too far with this build, let me just see what the steering feels like, with just my basic frame here. This one still has some issues, actually. Let me go slower. Yeah, see, what is going on with that? You see that sliding? Like, what's this? I'm going straight while I'm trying to steer. Why does that happen to my vehicles, but not this one? Is it because the steering is sharper? All right, I mean, this is better right here. This is definitely better with the sharper steering. So I do have that, but it's still worse. Like, there is that weird sliding, like it's happening now. There's that sliding effect. I'm very confused as to why that does not happen on this. Like, look how smooth this vehicle is. Why? All right, well, I'm getting closer. Let me add more weight to this thing and see if we can avoid some of that sliding stuff. All right, well, I think this is working a lot better. It's feeling smoother, but it is definitely not as smooth as this vehicle, and I cannot figure out why this vehicle feels so much smoother. I mean, I guess they are pretty similar. I think I've managed to build a slightly smaller wheelbase, which I'm hoping is gonna help me and not hurt me. And one of the things I'm doing, I've messed around with different suspension settings. I actually like it for this kind of challenge. I like it when the suspension sits compressed by default, because then my vehicle is lower. It has a lower center of gravity, and then if the terrain ends up falling away from my vehicle, my wheels kind of go down to the terrain rather than the other way around where it's pushing my wheels up into my vehicle. So hopefully this is going to serve me well. Let's get on the course and see what happens. All right, here we go. New vehicle, new me. New year, new vehicle, new me, 2023. Let's do this rock crawling course. I should have much better. Oh, look at that corner. That corner was giving me so much trouble before, and now it's just the hill that's giving me trouble. I am too heavy in the back. Oh no, back heavy apparently. Yeah, I do have more weight in the back than the front, don't I? Oh, look at that. Oh, there we go. Okay, all right, I made it. I don't know. Oh no. Okay, I'm good. This is a harder course. I feel like. I feel like this is harder than the other one. This course is gonna give me a heart attack. Oh. Oh no. This course is gonna tip me over. I am totally gonna fall over on this one. Okay, what's going on here? What do I need to happen right now? A little bit of that. All right, I got it. All right, I'm doing okay so far. Oh, I don't know about I'm gonna tip over getting up that sand mountain. Okay, here we go. Yeah, maybe I made my suspension a little bit too floaty. I don't know. I feel like I should have gone slower. I think my engine speed is too fast. I think that's actually my bigger issue is my engine speed. I put it the same engine speed as the example vehicle, thinking I would take inspiration from that. Like they had the right things dialed in, but no, I think a slower engine speed would fit my vehicle type better. With my smaller wheelbase. Don't flip over. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Did I go over that archway? No, I didn't. I don't think I went over that archway yet. Whoa, what happened? Go this way. Oh, no, no. Oh. Okay, well, it's okay because there are some modifications I wanted to make anyway. All right, so I'm gonna do something crazy here and I'm actually going to lower my suspension. We're gonna have suspension on minimum. Just bear with me, we'll see how it goes. I might be wrong about that, but I just want to experiment with it. And then I need to lessen the weight in the back, which means doing this. I'll replace that with plastic. I need the weight in the front to just be more meaningful. Oh yeah, and lower the engine speed. That I think the engine speed was the bigger culprit actually. All right, let's see how this vehicle performs. I think we made some improvements. It's much slower, so getting to the course is gonna take a little bit. All right, here we go. Let's see how this one performs now. This engine speed does make me feel much safer to just hold down the gas. The other one, I was moving too fast. Didn't have time to react. All right, turn this corner. Okay. Let's see how this hill feels now with my weight up in the front. Oh, look at that. So much easier. That one was so much easier doing that weight distribution change. My wheelbase still feels so much smaller than the last rock crawling challenge. Like, I wasn't worried about tilting over nearly as much last time, but this time, with how small my wheelbase is, like, there's just so much like that right there. It's just like any little mistake could just send you tumbling. That felt weirdly good. That turn, like, it didn't look like it was gonna be good, but I just kind of went right around on like 2 wheels, it felt like. All right. Oh, I did go across the archway. I was like, I was so focused on the rocks in front of me, I didn't see the bigger picture that I was on top of this awesome archway already. Oh, no, I don't want to do first person. Okay, here we go. Oh, see that? Now I'm front heavy. That one almost sent me tumbling forward because I cannot go faster than my engine speed now. So gravity was pulling me faster than my wheels could spin and stay out in front of me. So I almost flipped over frontwards. Hopefully we're not gonna have to deal with something like that again. All right, but this vehicle already, these couple of improvements I made by lowering the suspension and changing the weight distribution to be more forward and lowering the engine speed, all of that is so far paying off. Okay, now this is why I wanted to make my wheelbase 10 wide. Because there's this one section here. All right, now what do we got? Oh no, we have more downhill. I'm actually more worried about the downhill now because I'm afraid that we are going to tilt forward too much, but this looks gradual enough. This corner is sketching me out though. Okay. Here we go. There we go. I feel okay about this. Yeah, I feel okay about this. Okay. Okay. All right, this feels easy. This is the cool down area. You get to relax a little bit, and then you get into the final area. And remember, this is the easy course. Apparently, there's a harder version after this that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to complete it if this is what the easy version's like. But apparently, the harder version's much shorter, so at least we won't waste as much time getting our hopes up. I hope. Is that weird? I'm hoping not to get my hopes up. I have hope that I won't get my hopes up. Okay, this part. What? This looks really steep. All right, I'll take it from the shallower side. That's a big cliff. Do I want to try to go over all the way? I guess I will. Just be a little bit safer. I feel like this is going to be safer. Okay, yep. There was a lot of decision making on that one that I think I made the right decision on my path. Uh-oh. Am I bottoming out on this one? A little bit. All right, that's the part I'm worried about though. That looks like a very, very tight series of turns. All right. Here it goes. Here it goes. Oh, this is steep. This part is so steep. Okay. All right, slow. No. I need to get a better angle here. This is not a better angle. Come on, just settle out straight. There we go. Okay. Oh, no. Don't let it happen here. I actually kind of wish I didn't have 4-wheel steering right now. All right, hold on, reset. Yeah, adding the optional 4-wheel steering might actually have been really useful for this part. I don't know if I can do this part without flipping backwards. Look at this. Every little movement forward is just making me go backwards. I can't go forward anymore. I'm just gonna rotate backwards. I don't know if I can do this part. Like, I am on my balance point right now. I am just on my balance point. If I give it any more gas, look at that. I got nothing. I have nothing for this part. I can't do it. No. I can't do this part. Why? Oh, no way. I don't know what changed. I do not know what changed about that approach, but all of a sudden I magically was up. I thought that was the end of the road for me. Come on. Come on. Yes. Oh, thank goodness. The easy course is done. All right, let's reset. All right, now let's see if this vehicle is capable of doing the hard course. All right, here it is. We actually have to open up a gate. The Trots Trail. So here we go. Let's give this one a try. Let's give the Trots Trail a try. How's that for alliteration? Not just the T's, but the TRs. All right. So this is supposedly a lot shorter, but it also looks a lot smaller. And, oh, that looks a lot steeper. Now, oh, no, I'm not going to be able to do it. The same problem. Ah, what? No. All right. Yeah, the same problem I had over there, I think it's going to be worse over here. I might really need to adjust my my weight distribution. Let me get ahead of that. Here's one of the other things I'm going to do. I'm actually going to stiffen the suspension in the back. So we are actually going to be front leaning. And hopefully that's going to give me, I don't know, just a little bit of an advantage. And then I'm just going to add a little bit more weight on the front here. All right, let's see how this does. This looks stupid, but just let's just give it a chance, okay? Like, there's reasons. There's logic behind my decision making here. Take 2, new modifications. Let's survive. Oh my god. Okay, that first part's deceptive. I haven't even gotten to the part that I made my modifications for. And actually, my modifications specifically hurt me on this part. So let me look at this. So yeah, the left side just pretty much goes straight down. And this right side is more of a ramp. All right. This is quite the predicament. All right, we're okay. There's a hole. There's a hole in the road over here. But I'm not too worried about the hole, actually. Oh my goodness, look at these. Look at these. They're just straight up ledges. All right, but I got my weight in the front. I got my suspension in the back pushing me up to the front. Okay, all right, this part. What? Now that I'm actually here with my vehicle. What? I gotta not flip over. All right, I gotta go really slow. I don't want the weight. All right, so now let's see how this thing feels with a longer wheelbase. First obstacle. A little sketchy, but stuck to landing a little bit. But that's not what we're worried about right now. We are worried about this part over here. And I feel like a longer wheelbase doesn't help me, actually. Doesn't help me with this particular part, does it? I mean, it might help me with that part right there. Like, that part felt pretty easy, but this part, a wider wheelbase would be more helpful. All right, let's just try to go and muscle through. Oh my goodness, that worked. Oh my goodness, that worked. I thought I might have still had a chance to fail at the end there, but I'm through. All right, now I'm glad I put the 4-wheel steering back on, but it's actually not quite that simple, is it? No. Oh no. What am I looking at here? All right. I don't think that matters. Knocking the sign over, I just think it does that because he doesn't want you to use the signs to help you. Oh, I failed. I failed so hard on that turn. Let's use the creator's vehicle. I've built my vehicles, I've modified them. I could not do it. Let's see if the creator vehicle is somehow easier. There we go. There we go. Like, that felt... I didn't really feel like I had any risk of tipping over when I was going down that one. I don't know why this one... Oh, you know why? This one has a faster engine speed, so it's able to keep up with the tilting when it comes to forward and back, at least. But yeah, so far, it's feeling like a pretty good vehicle, but I'm messing up this corner right here. Okay, hold on. All right, let's just power through. Whoa, okay. We got that section down. Now this corner is where I failed before. Yeah, see, this... I'm too far off to the right. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, this isn't good. This is not good. I'm not in a good position. I did the approach bad on this one. Dang. Oh, boy, off to a rocky start on that approach. Okay. Come on. Like, sometimes the four-wheel steering... the four-wheel steering is obviously completely necessary for these really sharp turns up ahead, but, like, sometimes I feel like my back wheels are just ruining it for me. Okay, there we go. Feels like a better approach. I'm a little bit bottomed out here. Okay, come on. Oh, this section. Oh, there we go. That feels pretty nice. Okay, go, go, go. There's a lot of nuance with taking that corner, but there's even more nuance with taking this corner. All right, I feel like that was a good approach at the top there. But then see, as soon as I turned, it like shifted me off the wall. I needed to be against that wall. No, I am not okay to go from here. I'm just gonna try to back up and hope I stay on the course. I got so lucky with that right there. But is it gonna save me? Just go, just go, just go. Holy cow. Holy cow, I did it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't think my vehicle was capable of that. That last part was crazy. So that was the 2-trail rock crawling challenge by Prestificate. I'll leave a link to it down in the description if you want to try to build your own vehicles that can do it much easier. I'm sure if you use some like weight shifting automation or something like that, you could actually have some pretty cool, much easier times on it, but with a much more complex build. So if you guys enjoyed this video, you'll probably enjoy some more that you can find right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.